Welcome back to Crushing It, everyone. The Denver Broncos scratched and clawed their way to a win uglier than Bowletta. Real ones get the reference. Now, if you've been enjoying the content lately, let me know by liking the video and subscribing. Now, without further ado,
let's go!
Okie dokie.
the game started off slow, with neither team able to muster even a first down in the first quarter. The Broncos got a turnover on the Jets' first possession, setting them up on the New York 30. Penalties and negative plays would push the Broncos out of field goal range, however, causing them to punt and pin the Jets' offense on their own one. The Jets would tack on 2 field goals at the opening and closing of the second quarter, sending them into the locker room with a 6-0 lead. The defense recorded 3 sacks at the hands of Justin Strnad, who was called up due to Singleton being out for the year, John Franklin Myers, and Nick Benito. Bo Nix got his first career touchdown pass in the third quarter on a pass to Cortland Sutton, and Lutz knocked the PAT through to take the lead 7-6 in the late third. Rodgers and the Jets would mount a drive, aided by a 23-yard catch by Garrett Wilson. That led to another field goal. Javonte Williams and Jaleel McLaughlin would then drag the Broncos down the field before they responded with a field goal of their own, bringing the score to 10-9 Broncos in the fourth. Later on, Lutz would push a 50-yard field goal attempt left with under 2 minutes to go, setting the Jets up with perfect field position to go down and win the game, leaving the score at 10-9 with 1:27 to go. A huge pass interference on Riley Moss would move the Jets to the edge of field goal range. However, would shank the game-winning field goal right, letting the Broncos escape East Rutherford with an ugly 10-9 win. For the quarterbacks, Nix was 12 of 25 for 60 yards, his first career touchdown and no interceptions. On the other side, Aaron Rodgers was 24 for 42 for 225 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. The passing game was nowhere to be found for Denver today, and that was exacerbated in the first half. Nix had negative passing yards until halfway through the third quarter. Receivers could not separate. The play calling in the early part of the game was atrocious, and Nix just did not look comfortable in the pouring rain of New Jersey. Now, the running game, on the other hand, somehow came alive in the second half. Javonte Williams finished the game with 16 carries for 77 yards, while Jaleel McLaughlin found 46 yards on 9 carries. For once, Bo wasn't the leading rusher. The third down inefficiency is still a massive issue for the offense, as they just went 3 for 14 on those opportunities. Still, 10 second half points was a miracle, feels like a miracle, and despite the numerous shots in the foot and the lack of rhythm, they did just barely enough, and I'm talking 51% type of enough. It was really, really nice to see Javonte Williams actually do something. He was hitting holes and breaking tackles like I don't think we've seen since, 2021, early part of 2022, and it was also really nice to see Jaleel McLaughlin be able to roll off of the thunder that Javonte Williams is and give it a little bit of lightning. It was unfortunate to see Tyler Beatty go down, which I swear to God the announcers need to learn this man's name, because it is getting infuriating hearing them call him Bidet. But outside of that, I hope he's okay. I hope Beatty's okay. And I hope he'll be able to find himself still on the team. Although I don't know what kind of role he's going to have when Audric Estime gets back, because he should be coming off IR here within the next week or so, I want to say. So with that being said, let's move on to the part that I am really happy to talk about. Now, here's what I want to talk about. The goddamn defense. The Broncos' defense is on a tear right now, notching another 5 sacks after a 7-sack effort against Baker and the Bucs. Aaron Rodgers looked pedestrian even if he did come alive in the second half, and the running game was nowhere to be found for the Jets. The Broncos stonewalled their backs to the tune of 23 combined carries for 64 yards. And as much as I've harped on the rush D for the past couple of weeks, this was a stellar performance. The secondary was outstanding, holding Rodgers to just 225 yards on his own. Coupled with the sacks, the Jets were held to just 184 yards passing. Now, I really want to highlight Nick Benito. He stepped up majorly in Barry Browning's absence, notching 2 sacks in 2 games. Strnad also looked great in Singleton's absence, and he'll have to for the remainder of the season. And apparently Brandon Jones and Riley Moss are just turnover buddies.
Long first possession. Rodgers, a short throw. Garrett Wilson trying to create, and he fumbles the ball. the Jets turn it over on their first possession.
Because they've been on both sides of a fumble recovery in the last 2 weeks. It's fun. But the Broncos defense might be making their case for the best unit in the league right now, and if the run defense is actually fixed, the rest of the league needs to watch out. This pass rush is dangerous, the secondary has looked better than expected, and the run defense has hopefully got their legs under them. And for a defense with only one first-round pick, they are playing arguably the best defense in the league. Credit to Vance Joseph so far this year. He has been... It's just been crazy. The turnaround from last season has been fucking nothing short of astronomical, dude. Holy shit. All right, so this team is all over the place. The defense is carrying hard as fuck right now, and the Broncos are definitely the ugliest 500 team. Whatever was being done in the first half of this game offensively needs to go out the goddamn window, as the little dink and dunk shit was obviously not working. I, honest to God, can't remember the last time a Broncos screen actually worked. Sean Payton's got to find a way to get his guys open downfield because there isn't a true number one in this receiver room. Mims has been absent from the offense completely. Franklin's not quite ready yet. Vele hasn't seen much action, and that just leaves Reynolds and Sutton. Now, Sutton had good moments. He caught the touchdown, but somebody in the receiver room has to really step up consistently and take some pressure off of the guy. I haven't even gone into the tight ends yet because that's how little they've done. They're a complete non-factor right now, which sucks since I thought Dulcich would be good this year. Joke's on me, I suppose. The offensive line needs to build on this performance, as do the running backs, and fuck, we as Broncos country need to be patient. Reading a Reddit thread in the early section of the game was bad, and I even saw a guy hope for Bo Nix to get hurt. Be patient with a rookie, Broncos country, please. Like, holy shit, whoever you are, man, I hope you stub your toe. But I guess that's just a Reddit thread for you, but come on, guys. Like, be patient. Josh Allen was kind of shit when he first got into the league, and look at him now. I'm not saying Bo Nix is Josh Allen, but come on. And with that being said, everyone, that has been this week's review of the Broncos game. This recap, whatever, this was the Jets recap. It definitely was one of the games of all time. If you guys are enjoying the content, go ahead and let me know by subscribing, by liking, leaving a comment down below. I would really appreciate it, and I really appreciate the support. And yeah, I'm gonna try a new format for the previews as we kind of move along. I kind of had an idea for them. If you saw my little thing for the Buccaneers, that if it was a Mario and Luigi battle, I kind of want not really to format it like that or to edit it like that completely. But I think it'd be cool to kind of share the opening here that I had with this video. So let me know what you guys thought about that, and I will see you next week. Go Broncos, and God bless Bo Nix.